Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy, and it's about that time of month to round up the best new Android games that were released over the last month. If you want to check out any of these games for yourself, you can find those links in the video description below. Animation Throwdown is a fun little card game that features characters from a variety of cartoon TV shows. Your goal will be to collect various character cards and then battle them against opponents. There is a PvP combat mode where you can face off against real people online, or you can take part in the 25-chapter campaign mode that features moments from the various TV shows featured in the game. It's a freemium title, which isn't ideal, but if you can get past that, it's a fun little game to play for a little bit. Lux Constellations is a minimal, real-time strategy game that puts you in the middle of a big space fight. You'll control planets, and then you send your attacks over to other planets in order to conquer them. The winner is the first person to control all of the planets on the board. It features 150 levels, Android TV support, and online multiplayer. There are additional features for NVIDIA Shield owners, including 2 free multiplayer maps and native 4K resolution. It's free to play with some additional stuff available as in-app purchases. Bulb Boy is a point-and-click adventure game that has you playing as a little green light bulb named Bulb Boy. The premise is that he awakens from a nightmare and there are bad guys everywhere. Your goal will be to slay the bad guys and save the day. You'll be able to use your powers to light up rooms, beat bad guys, light up the darkness, and solve various puzzles. There are secrets galore, and best of all, it's a pay-once game with a cheap price tag. Overdrive Takedown is a racing fighter where you'll be driving at high speeds while doing battle with bad guys. It's reminiscent of the old Road Rash series of games where you'll have a vehicle and weapons in order to take down your opponents. This one features tons of customizations to your ride and your weaponry, along with retro graphics, tons of glorious explosions, tons of loot, and a whole lot more. About the only downside is that it is a freemium game, but it's still worth playing at least for a little while. Flux is a minimal puzzle game where you'll be lining up a bunch of different waves. The way it works is you have a few waves that you can move, and you must do so in a way that matches up with the final wave. It sounds easy in practice, but it does get quite difficult as you progress through the levels. The game is completely free to play, with the in-app purchases representing optional donations that you could pay to the developer. It should also work well on low-end and older devices. Lifeline Crisis Line is the latest game in the Lifeline franchise. For those who have never played, Lifeline is a text-based game where you read what's going on the screen and then make decisions based on that. In Crisis Line, you'll play the role of a help text volunteer, and you'll be helping a detective solve a particularly bizarre murder. There will be clues to discover, puzzles to solve, and people to interview. It's a pay-once game, although you can buy hints if you really need them. Orbit is a gravity simulating puzzle game where you must make planets orbit around a focal point. As you progress, new mechanics are added in to make the game a little bit more difficult. The free version of this game gives you 45 levels to complete, and each level allows you to launch as many planets as you want. There is also a sandbox mode in the pro version that lets you create your own levels if you want to. The graphics are simple and minimal, but it's definitely a ton of fun. Particular is a platform runner where your goal will be to escape prison. It features minimal graphics, obstacles, and other various puzzles inside of each level to try to hinder your progress. You'll be asked to not just complete each stage, but complete it within a certain time limit in order to master each level. There are 65 levels to play, which should keep you busy for a little while. This one is still struggling through some early release bugs, but it's also free to play, so there's no harm in trying it out. Titan HD is a new board game for Android, and it's a digital release of an already popular board game. In Titan HD, you'll be managing units, attacking opponents, and trying to take over the game board. The board itself frequently changes for an added challenge. It supports between 2 and 6 players, and you can play local offline multiplayer mode or online multiplayer mode if you'd like. It's a pay-once game with no in-app purchases, and it's a fun little experience if you like board games. Vainglory Vulcan Beta is actually a variant of the same MOBA that we all know and love. The difference is that this version comes with Vulcan API baked right in. As many of you know, this is a feature in the latest release of Android as well as some other devices. You will of course need one of those devices to play this version of the game, and there are some bugs because it is still in beta. However, it should work well enough for the most part if you want to try it out. And that about does it for this one, folks. If you want to keep watching, we have the latest Android Apps Weekly show linked up there on the screen, as well as the video description below. Also, if you want to check out any of these games, you can find those links in the video description below as well. Don't forget to keep it tuned to Android Authority, because we are your source for all things Android. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.